Well, welcome to episode 2 of the new season 22-23. FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, Premier League Fancy Manager, all about to start again. 28th of July, and the Wega man's back in London after an absolute mind-blowing 7 or 8 days in Ballyhaunis. Great to be back with the gang, and wow, we did it all. And there was no stone left unturned, and yeah, got so much work done at home. Great to see the lie of the land, see some old familiar faces and young familiar faces, of course. And thanks to everybody that had me, entertain me, and we had a sup, some good sups. And yeah, just nice to get back home and support the team, Ballyhaunis town. And yeah, it would be a shame I'll be missing the Carl Bream Invitational Legends match. That's just something. And Ballyhaunis have the festival coming up this weekend, so just a shame that I can't extend things, but life goes on. And I just want to give everyone my opinions and where I am with the fantasy football. We're like only 7 days, 7 or 8 days. Well, actually 8 days to go, I think. Everything kicks off on the 5th of August, Friday the 5th, with Arsenal away to Crystal Palace. So lots of pre-season stuff has been occurring. And for me, the most indelible mark is that Darwin dude from Liverpool, the 4 goals. Now, people are saying anybody could have scored them. One was a fluke, or, you know, lucky with the penalty. I don't believe in. Look, I just believe in the 4 goals. So, what else? Harry Kane, the 2 he got against Rangers. Wow, he's hitting the ground running. And I have been dabbling about how can you get Salah and Son in the team, but it's I've settled on this is my 4th draft done already, but I still haven't ruled out Son. But Kane is just so much good value, and Haaland scoring there off the bench the other day over in Orlando, 1-0. And we can't forget about Arsenal and the Chelsea, the 4-0 there, and now everybody's panicking about their Chelsea assets. Well, I wouldn't put too much credence in a 4-0 hammer in there. Tuchel's just probably experimenting or trying a few things. What sort of, condition are the players mentally? Chelsea have nearly 2 weeks to, well, it's not 2 weeks, is it? Like, the Community Shield's coming up soon in a couple of days, and then you've got the start 6 days later. You've got less than 6 days. Who not I think about, yeah, probably 6 days until the Premier League. So yeah, they should be getting things in order, Chelsea. But look, it's the Premier League, and I'm sure things will not arrive too quick for most of the teams. I think most of the business has been done. United is just, I'm a bit worried, that Ronaldo situation, so I better just share the old screen if I can. Let's have a batches now. So yeah, this is well, people call me the guru, and I'm going to go by that moniker. Yeah, so that's where I am now. But yeah, we'll go here. But yeah, this is my first draft. Just giving a rough breakdown. That was it. I had the Son and the Salah, so I could go back to that. Madison's not a bad option. I get at home to Brentford. Foxes had a good end to the season, but lots of people are poo-pooing on them now. So, and also there's a Chelsea, I think Arsenal fixture in there somewhere. The Man United, I think they have some tricky fixtures at the beginning, but Madison's Madison, is he's the heart of everything. Corners, frees, all sorts. So it's just a hunch thing. I like Madison. Wilson, I had this team nicknamed the Toon Army, Wega's Toon Army, and this is like I'm attacking the Forest result, aren't I? But new teams first off in the Premier League, they can surprise. But like Brentford last year was against Arsenal. Lots of first up teams. Um, but I will have the problem with having too much Newcastle further on in the season. But look, they could actually blow us all apart. I'm really looking for a team that's going to be pretty there for the first 8 fixtures, and then we'll be getting in towards the World Cup thing. So it's really a long break. We're going to have a really unusual season where you're going to have the first 8 quick enough, but then you're going to have this World Cup stuff that's going to up until Christmas. And wow, there's going to be a lot of games to be played. It's shocking. I don't know how all these games are going to get through. You know, you're missing like a month, 4 or 5 weeks of the season. So that was the first. So I've been calling this draft 1A because in between I changed pretty quickly, whereas the draft 2 was like a week or quite a few days between, because I had it settled. But yeah, Gabriel was in there with, you know, so Salah again, like in the Son Salah, but I got rid of Son to get in Kane and Haaland. And I just have a worry that will Haaland be nursed that quickly? We'll know more when the Liverpool result, Liverpool City Community Shield gets underway, and we can see will he get the full 90 minutes. And but I have a Schleifen plan, as they say, the Schleifen plan for anyone who I'm missing, including Salah, in this 4th draft. I have well, like Baldrick in Blackadder, Baldrick. I have a cunning plan, and I always have cunning plans. So that was yeah. I am a big fan of Madison, but as you can see, the defense there, fine. But you know they're really open to Liverpool and City problem. If Haaland doesn't start a game, then you've got all that on the bench. You got to wait for him to come on, and there's just a lot of loops and holes in that team, and I won't be going back to that one. I suppose the next one is to go to I just like to give everyone just a rough where I was. Again, that was the draft 2. So this is where I went then. I was thinking about Sterling. I'm a big fan of Bowen, Madison. So this is all about getting the 8 million, well, 8 million players in there. Bowen 8.5, over 200 points. I suppose he's entitled. He is the kind of heartbeat of West Ham, and I hear West Ham have now a new striker, but it shouldn't worry Antonio too much. So Kane and Darwin, yeah, that was after he scored the 4 there. Still persisted with Trippier. I like Trippier because I think that he can get a free kick or something, you know. And he is up and down that pitch pretty well, like so. You got James there. Again, lots of people have been going James Chilwell. You know, the double Chelsea defense, but you won't find the double Chelsea defense in many teams now after that 4-0. It's crazy. Like people, the preseason is dictating a lot of this stuff. But yeah, so got a little bit, still not quite happy with that, but I don't want to give you that, as Chris Tarrant says. So this was the latest draft I made in Ballyhaunis, only probably about 5 days ago, 6 days ago. I was pretty happy with this team. This is where I'm pretty at. The 4.5 goalkeeper, Rhea, he can change. I'm from Pickford to Sanchez. You know, I have been dabbling about getting Edison in there to get the double City defense. That could be prudent, but I'm getting more towards where I'm happier with. Now, no Salah, okay. So you got Salah there. You could have Diaz, but you're not going to have any of these 4, definitely, if you want Kane or Haaland. So Kane and Haaland can be straight, but I just think Kane is hitting the ground. Son looks good. Kulusevski is very, very interesting. He's going to do well. But this is the thinking so far. And I had 0.5 million saved in this team. And the reason was because I'm going to get rid of one of these 8 million dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them will go in game week 2, so I can get Bowen in. So just thought to myself, that's going to be an extra transfer I can save. So I think I decided to get rid of a Madison in my last. This is the latest draft. I'm hoping that just try and keep it a bit more, simple. If you're happy with this thing, I always take on one. Definitely the ranking. I just don't like sticking with the masses. I like to be independent and on my own, and I'll make my own mistakes. Thank you. And I just don't understand how people can just sit there, follow an influencer on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, have a look at the team. This is the team, and it tells you what to do. So that's not playing the game at all. But some people are happy. They just want to win their mini leagues and get and you take the money. And basically what I'm saying is people out there are making out of their team every week. I would say they make probably 10% their own decision. 90% is just all directly was a scout says, or an influencer, or their best mate things. And a lot of it isn't based on actually watching football, because you don't need to. Because all you got to do is watch a few minutes of this and that, an influencer, the whole lot. Oh, this is really good. 15 minutes. And then, oh, yeah, he had a good game. Yeah, he scored 2 against, he set up 3. Fair enough. Fair enough. But for me, I want to have 90% of in my decision, anyone going in. So I can, when I'm playing the game, I just feel more immersed in that scenario. And that, if I blame myself, I'll take it on the chin if I get something wrong, which you inevitably do, especially with the captaincy. So this is it. I'm pretty happy. I'm hoping that I've covered the Haaland issue with Cancelo and Riyad Mahrez. Okay, there's no TAA, there's no Salah, but my answer to Salah is Robertson, Diaz, who will be more or less in for Mane down the left, and Darwin, which I'm excited by. I know people are going to say that when Jota comes back, it could affect him. So these few games are very important for Darwin to claim that place. And, where does Firmino fit in all this? So, yeah, I do think that his minutes could be managed. So I'm still not out of the possibility of, well, he's 9 million. It's a pretty big price coming from Portugal and not playing in the Premier League. So that's a risk. I understand that. It's a calculated risk in a way. I just think he's hit the ground running and I have a good vibe. And if I got good vibes about people, I'll put them in. A bit like Bruno Fernandes when he came to United that Christmas. I took a chance that I'm going to have him. And he hit the ground running and had a massive year in FPL that season, up to 50 top 50k. So look, Bowen's in there instead of Madison. That might be, maybe Madison gets his 2 goals against Brentford at home. West Ham get done 2 or 3-1. Bowen gets an assist. So that was a bad move. It's just a 50-50 call, this one, because after the City home game, and West Ham are liable to do anything. They gave them a good run last season. I think they lost 3-2 eventually. If we can get the fixtures up there. See, afterwards, I think Bowen is captainable. Forest, Brighton at home, Villa, Tottenham's always interesting, but that's a home. Okay, Chelsea's not a captaincy option, but the rest of it, I think West Ham are just. I'm definitely having Bowen. I don't care what anyone says. This is my gut. It's my decision. And none of the influencers are considering. And even Cresswell is an option. One of their players at the back. And that's actually, if I just keep Bowen for this, then I can maybe. Well, I want Cancelo, I want James, I want Robson. They're going to be stick and fix anyway. I have to do that to cover Mahrez and Cancelo for Haaland. Robertson, Darwin, and Diaz. Hopefully, I know you could say, oh, well, just get Salah in, you know, for 13 million. You got 2 goals. He could get a hattie, but these guys can get assists. You could only have one player, but it's a lot of money just in one player. And I can't, I'm getting off the scenario of having Salah in here, and then I'm just going to captain them for the rest of the season. Yeah. Basically, one of the influencers, I won't mention names. No, I won't actually, but I know who I'm on about. One of the scouts, FPL scouts, he suggested that the casuals, the ones that just play for the first few months or even first few weeks and they get out, what we should do is get a computer bot to take over their teams and make the decisions. No. That's totally destroyed. So as artificial intelligence one day could win the whole thing. But where will we be then? So I really hope, I know the only feature I like, but I will accept that's run by artificial intelligence is the auto select, and that's bloody it, folks. And if people are too fucking, excuse my language, if they're too unimmersed in FPL that they're going to skip a few weeks, they don't. I mean, I don't want them to win. Don't want them to win. I want to one of the influencers who are giving us good content every week. I want somebody immersed and loves the bloody game to win the thing. Not these artificial intelligence, you know, auto selects to keep. If you haven't, look, that's the part of the game. If you've missed a deadline, it's boo-hoo. It seriously is. I haven't missed a deadline. I can't remember. Probably 3 years. Yeah, probably that at least. I can't remember the last time. And there's a few occasions I wish I did miss the deadline. You know, in the 3 years. Yeah, I should have actually. Too much changing. But this is what I'm on about. I'm on about strategy. And this is my strategy. My strategy, I'm telling you, Bowen is captainable. I always like a midfielder that is captainable. So I don't think West Ham are a risk. They're a really knacky team, especially at home. They've always got some sort of a buzz. And yeah, I want to get a bit of Arsenal there. Now, I'm a bit worried about Jesus. I could simply just get rid of Darwin and put in yeah, that's the missus. Can't get enough of me, the poor thing. Can't get enough of her. Yeah, Darwin could easily be substituted in, subbed out for Jesus. Now he's massively old. Come on, I know. Very, very, very good value. And Arsenal have really kicked on. You know, the preseason's been phenomenal for them. It's possible you could go 3 Arsenal this season with Jesus, Saka, and Gabriel, or you know, even Zinchenko. I can't believe that Zinchenko. Arsenal got really serious. I think Tottenham are. I'm just well, from our own perspective, just glad we've got that top 4 because Arsenal are bloody coming like a train. Saka's just gold. Is, you know, he's a constant starter. Gamirez, constant starter. Bone, constant star. The worry, yes, is Mahrez. Luis Diaz will start most. Kane's fine. Okay, yeah. So I have a few in here that could be rotated. There's a possibility these 3 should be fine. So I kind of broke a little bit my own rules where you should have guys that was, you know, regular starter you don't have to worry about. But no, I'm pretty happy with Diaz. So it's only really Mahrez and Darwin, but I think Darwin will get a little run with Josh out for a couple of games, possibly 2 or 3, and I can, rather than watching him, just give him a chance from the start. But Jesus is, you see, the thing about Barca, I love their fixtures. So for me, it's an easy downscale to Jesus, if you can actually say that. I don't think Jesus is a downscale at all. I think it's just probably just a go. I look at that for a run. So the Leicester's home, Fulham at home, Villa's home. There's just lots of points in there for Arsenal. There's lots there. So, you know, I could actually do that. The Jesus move, free up another $1 million. Where would I put that into? Possibly the goalkeeper. could be the one there. Jesus, and get a 5.5er in. I could get the double. I could get Ellison or triple up in City, or or even just get a 5 million keeper, keep 0.5 million in the bank. That's interesting. I like that. So I'm not quite done with the team, but I could swap back to Madison and then get Bowen in later. I think that would be the thing to do. Give Madison a chance. If he does hit the ground running against Brentford, then I'll keep him. If Mahrez doesn't start, then I got the 0.5 to get in. One of these will go. That's my strategy now, folks. I very, very, very close to the team. This team is more fun to me going forward for the next 8 games than having Salah and Son and Haaland in, and then nothing else. And you won't be able to get your cool. Now, this is loads of people. They think the 3-4-3 is dead. Not necessarily, because I could easily, well, if I don't have Salah, I need a 3. So I could easily just get rid of Mahrez, put in Jesus. But then again, I'm not covering the Haaland thing. And, Mahrez, he should get more game time. He should have more minutes. So yeah, that's an option. So I'm not far off there. That won't be changed too much. And the bench I'm happy enough with, just in case Raya doesn't start. Balcom will come in, and Lyle Taylor, striker, he should get a run out as well. But then Lingard, not sure if he could take his place. Lingard, that's a tricky one. So Lingard is an interesting one. He's gone to Forest, which is wow. You snub West Ham. I don't know how the West Ham will feel about that. Nico Williams should get a run. Tanganga is just, I doubt he'd get a start once in the blue moon. So that's it. So where are we now with the Christy Nicholson pub in Ballyhaunis, County Mayo? This is I suppose I'm the runner of the leagues, the FPL Top Dog leagues, the brands. I think it's a good old name, FPL Top Dogs. So we've got quite a lot. We had about 55 last season. I think we've got about 25 here registered at the moment. So a lot of people leaving it to the last minute, and fair enough. But that's just the way I like to do it. I like a slow evolution of the team. So by the time we get to the first game of the season, like the team has evolved to kind of whereas people could just say, I'm leaving it until the last minute. They get a team out there, they've watched and stuff, so they probably avoid all this over stress and thinking. And it takes a lot of time. It could be on the bus there, and I'm got a 2-hour journey, and I'm, I don't even see a tree go by. I'm so on top of well, what do I like it? But hold on a minute. Can you thanks, mate. Can you just give me 10 minutes, or just be very quiet? I'm doing a video for my YouTube channel. Just give us 5 minutes. I'll round it up now. Thanks. So yeah, just that's where I'm at with the story. Right. What we got in the King of the Travelers, not many, very few names. I'm hoping this will carry, invite people. What's the story here? This is the code you need, right? Maybe I should make this a bit bigger. Treble ZP5K. Treble ZP5K to join this the King of the Travelers, which is a head-to-head. It's basically like a Premier League fixture. You got 20 teams, you play them 19 times or 38 times, one per each, home and not home and away, but you get 2 shots if you got 20 members over a 38 game week season. You play 38 games, and at the moment, so we need a few more for that, but people don't join, they don't join. Still going to be a trophy and a couple of quid at the end of it. Shout out for Kieran Kiely for winning last season and coming fourth. Unfortunately, didn't manage to see Kieran while I was back home, but I'll be back home in October, and we'll sort everything out then. And with the Christy Nicholson, The code you need there is TEJ8HF. 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 Okay. So all we have to do now is just have a quick manage to get talking to Joe Neenan, our winner last season, something in around 62,000 overall in the world, also with 9.5 million. A little bit lower than the 79th for the year before in the world, but yeah, just delighted to see that was the three winners this year. Stephen Nolan third, myself here second. Stephen got 99,000 the world overall. It's his highest ever finish under FPL rules, not the draft. Second, myself 86,000 in the world, and Joey about 62,000 first again. So very gracious, very great guys. Great, nice little celebration in McShirton's. If you're anywhere around Ballyhaunis, pop in, have a jar. As myself and Joey, just happy enough there, receiving the trophy and prize money, and we had a good natter. Joey is certain that we have to be having TAA, Salah, and Diaz. They're the three. So that's the tip, folks. But the thing is, once you go down that road, you can't really, you're nearly going down the template. And I'm just not a template, you know, it's probably, so it's a risk. It's definitely a risk, but imagine if the template's wrong. And that's where most people will get into their wild card and get it done within week 2, 3, or 4 if they've got the template wrong. So, and then before you know it, you're up to the World Cup. And then it's just sit and wait, and then you get your free wild card at the end of it, and then you just start again. It's like two starts to one season this year. So if you get your template wrong in the first 8 game weeks, then it's like another brand new start. So I think anyone who gets a good run this season after 8 games, it'll be a new start again, and those points will be crucial. So a lot of people will be panicking and have to start again and hope they can make up for later. But there's no reason to be using any chips apart from your wild card, which will be up until Christmas, which will be the end of the World Cup in Qatar. So yeah, this is Joey. Well, congratulations, brother. The Joey Commando Neenan, again, going for the 3 in a row. It's never been done in Top Dogs, but lots of fun and games to carry on. And listen, everybody, thanks for watching. Just a short whole episode just to give everybody a lie of the land, where I am in my head. And if you're new to this game, just get an auto pick in done, and keep it on your phone, put your app on, and you'll never have a dull moment anyway. It's definitely a brain filler, this fantasy. And look, who knows, one day you could be the one. There's an American player who won it this season, and he's only been playing it 2 or 3 years, and he's won the thing. So after that, you might as well, I don't know, it's all down from there on. So who knows, and one day, you know, only hope and dream. But yeah, enjoy the season coming up, folks. I'm sure my draft might change. I won't be getting rid of Kane. I could fit in Haaland if he looks that good against Liverpool. But yeah, I've had most of my success taking on Salah. I'm not saying that's for you. Lots of people want to play safe. Lots of people don't want to throw it away in the first 8 games. You know, Salah's blowing it. That's a risk as well. But you know, life is full of risks, and if you don't take risks in life, then you become less human. And yeah, one day AI will be. You could get an AI bot to run your team, all by effective ownership, all by, you know, expected goal data, expected assist. Yeah, like I go by form and by gut and by instinct and by what can fit my budget and by fixtures. But no, I'm not embracing the statistics stuff because yeah, it could be a guide, but for me that's all it will ever be, is a guide. Because once you start, you know, playing by dots and colors, you know, 1 is yellow, 2 is blue, and that's all you're doing, is you're filling in dots what tell you to do, you know. Okay, folks, enough of the rambling. God bless. I'll be back again with probably my 5th draft after the Community Shield. And congratulations, Joey. Thanks for meeting up. God bless you. Hope you're having great crack in Galway, and look forward to taking you on along with everybody in FPL Top Dogs, Ballyhaunis, CHRISTY Nicholson League. I had a good chat and a good run with Christy in and about the town as well. And sure, you know, he's a legend, and hopefully one day we'll all be in that sort of bracket. FPL Ballyhaunis, Top Dog legends. Right, Top Dog Guru out. God bless you, folks. Be safe out there.